Hey, you always gotta stand on your principle. Even if that means you gotta stand alone. All on my own. I had to get in my zone. Shit, I don't condone. Sinatris. I did it all on my own. I had to get in my zone when everyone left me alone and they wouldn't pick up the phone. I did it all on my.
It's your boy OG Pop, Prince of Pain, and you locked in with Putting On People Radio, Pop Radio Worldwide. I'm sitting here today at one of Chicago's beautiful hubs and heart throbs of the Chicago community, Gray Nova Cinema Studios. We got a lot going on, a lot of space, different creative rooms. If you are a content creator, get with Gray Nova Cinema Studios or Gray Nova Productions right now. Big major shout out to Love City Media, who's doing all our visuals today. And let's get it poppin', man. It's a new season. I got new sauce. This ain't your DJ Academics or any other kind of podcast. I've been podcasting since nobody thought about podcasting when we were doing the radio style podcast. But we've had a few upgrades. We're gonna get to the artists. We're gonna put people on. The people that already been put on, they're gonna tell you how they got put on. We got a special guest today. We got Sinatris in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Salute, G.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
I appreciate you having me, man. I love the platform and what you're doing, so I appreciate you.
You here locked and loaded, man. We're Putting On People Radio.
Yeah.
You've been working for a minute, bro. You've been soaking it in, giving it back.
Yeah.
You've been making your way around.
Yeah.
Lately, I seen you rock out a few stages. And what really, like I said, caught my energy and vibe was not, those single you did with, or collab you did with Twista, or any other artist. It was just you yourself, authentically, soulfully, giving. Did it all by my
own. Yeah, all on my own.
Give us a couple bars lyrically.
Oh man, all on my own. That's just one of the records that speak to doing it, by yourself. Fuck, I look like waiting on me a plug. I am the socket. I get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk plug this, plug that, but the plug ain't nothing without the socket. You know what I'm saying? I am the socket. Like, I don't need to wait on nobody, So it was just one of the records that champion the people. Hey, man, you make sure them kids are straight. You make sure them bills is paid. You make sure you do everything that needs to be done, whether you got help or not, whether you got people to vent to, no matter what's going on. You get up every day, whether you hit the trap, the job, the strip club, whatever you do it, even if you got to do it all by yourself and all on your own.
You gonna do it.
Yeah,
you gonna do it. You gonna get it done.
And so I think that's why it resonated, because it came from that space. Yeah, it came from a real space with me feeling like that. A lot of people, I'm a one-man army. I ain't never had a investor, a label, a manager, a PR company. I ain't never had nothing. Everything that ever accomplished came from Sinatris. Every sticker you ever seen anywhere in the city, I put up with my own hands. I ain't never had a street team or anybody else, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably to the detriment to a degree. But nonetheless, I all on my own. That's like the theme song of my life.
Well, you here because authentically, I said that's what, resonated well with me. That you did it from the heart. That I seen the involvement in your journey, that you rocked with some of the amazing people that I do know. Shout out to Beads, shout out to Twista, and I seen you was working with them. I see you had your own sauce, and that's what I want to speak about. Where you come, let the people know, Putting On People Radio exactly where you resonate from? Where you grow up at?
I'm from the crib. I don't live everywhere. One thing about me, a lot of people don't know why I know so many people and why I'm like loved and respected in so many different places is because I didn't live. Some are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about from 72nd in Wabash to 72nd in Ashland to 57 to Harvey to Chicago Heights. You know what I mean? To Indiana. Like I've always moved around. I went to 15 different schools during my, you know what I'm saying, kindergarten through high school phase. Like I moved around a lot. So, but I'm definitely a Southside kid for sure, from the city to the burbs.
Okay.
Southside kid, and moving around like that, you know, it did a lot to me emotionally, but it turned me up and put my name and face into a lot of situations and with a lot of people. So when I did start doing music, people know me from every other thing and from every other neighborhood being out there for real.
Dope.
Yeah.
Growing up on the South Side and moving all the way, all around through the whole, you know, Chicago has all type of different neighborhoods.
No, for real.
You know, Chicago's so big.
So big. Chicago is an hour away from Chicago.
Yes.
I always tell
Definitely. Definitely.
For sure.
And by soaking up all these different experiences, and making it to where you've made it, which is loving what you do, working with some of the greatest people that do this shit. Could you maybe give the people that are putting on People Radio maybe a visual experience of how, I know a lot of us make it look easy at times.
Yeah.
But really, really deep down inside sometimes it's overtime put into it just to, you know, get the job done.
Correct. It's a lot of sacrifices. It's a lot of time I don't get to spend with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That people don't see. A lot of times I don't get to, you know, relationships with great women that I've lost because I couldn't be who they needed me to be with time and resources and everything, because that time and resources was going other places. You know what I'm saying?
Do you regret some of them opportunities with the females that wanted you to put your career on hold and just give yourself to them at the time?
No, it wasn't meant for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is definitely preordained and designed. You know what I mean? And it's by design. So everything that's meant for me will come to me and will receive, and everything that's not will find a way to pass me by. You know what I'm saying? So everything is a part of the story and a part of the journey, and add some sort of value. It may not be the outcome you looked for, but there's value in every blessing and in every lesson, and that's how it was supposed to be. And that's why I don't ever, you know, you ain't gonna find me soaking and sad and down and shit like that, because I accept shit for what it is, for real.
I seen you recently, right, with Tiny and with T.I. On the internet. That was recently, right?
That was correct.
So what was that experience like to meet up with T.I. and Tiny, and both of them? Because I'm gonna say it first. I seen them both showing you some love.
A lot of love.
And I think if I'm not,
me on the spot type love, yeah.
So yeah, you can tell us this, but from what I seen, I think Tiny said he don't.
Let's do this.
So what was that experience like?
So I went to Atlanta for an event, and I got booked in Atlanta for an event. I go out there, but I'm the type, you give me an inch, I'm gonna turn it into a mile. That's just how I operate. So I went out there. I turned that one event I went out there to 5 events.
Okay.
So I had 5 events in 3 days. I made a promo flyer, posted it, and had my line just going crazy. Long story short, I ended up at the Trap Cafe, which is the new spot they opened out there, and it's busted.
In ATL?
They own, Tip and Tiny own that club.
Okay.
My homie like, yo, it's karaoke night, but if you come at a certain time, I can get you on the stage and you can perform some original music.
Nice.
Good having relationships, you know what I'm saying? So I perform in that bitch, and when I say it's a small spot, it holds about 250 people, but it was packed. When I say by 20 seconds into my set, I had the whole room eating out my hand. It was just a different, you know I started right off the gate all on my own. Right off the gate.
He caught him.
But the presence, you know how I got it. I ain't shy about my shit. I know who I am. And when I get up there, I got it. My presence, my energy, my charisma, all that shit is crisp and A1. So when I got up there, I controlled the room. And they was in the building when I performed. And they lost their fucking life. like as I'm performing, they going crazy. Luda was sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? I FaceTime Shauna and shit, and got Luda and Shauna, you know what I'm saying, on the FaceTime together. So that was a dope moment. I was able to orchestrate that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it happened. I was at their club and I sent the bitch to the moon. I had the club, man. It was 250. No exaggeration. It was 250 people in the spot. I left that motherfucker with about 200 followers after that event. Off top, like that's how locked in.
Well, I'm glad you represent the crib because the crib is special.
No, for real.
You know, a lot of people jock the swag. You hear me?
Yeah.
They come and try to take the Chicago sauce, our testimony and story,
It's
and
our
turn
fault,
it
though.
into a tune.
They do, and it's our fault.
Well, I'm not blaming them.
We
I'm just
don't stand-
glad you repped that for us.
Yeah, we only do what's allowed to do, and we don't stand together with one each other on the front line like that. We too busy killing each other and shit like that, and allowing outside motherfuckers to have our shit because we ain't where we need to be as a unit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's our fault as a city.
Well, I never heard
as a
that
whole.
side of your heart, but
Yeah.
from us, from Bob,
Yeah.
looking from the outside into Sinatris,
Yeah.
we don't see nothing negative.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
not at all.
We don't see
Not
you
at all.
beefing. We don't see you
I
caught
don't
up in
do none-
controversy.
no, I don't do none of
we
that.
see you living a positive
Yeah.
moment in life.
I was dark enough in my younger years, long enough. I ain't had nothing to pour because my cup was empty. I wasn't right internally. And now that I got myself together, my heart, mind, everything, spirit right, I simply try to be that nigga. It's a lot of dots I connect behind the scenes. A lot of shit I do for people. A lot of positions I put people in. You know, I don't say too much about it. I don't never ask for no credit or nothing. I just try to be like I've been in this shit now, and I'm a OG in this shit now. So I try to be the OG that I did have, because I ain't have access to a lot of my OGs in this rap shit like that until now that I'm him and that I have arrived. But before that, I ain't have access. So I try to be accessible and get a love that I didn't get. You know?
Well, God bless you that you're here.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
And you know, you're a blessing to the culture.
Yeah, thank you.
I want you to do me right now a favor and share some blessings with the world and the youngsters.
Yeah.
And tell them maybe 3 key advices as you evolved and revolutionized in the game of music.
Okay.
And some advice on how they don't have to go through some of the bullshit you went through.
Yeah.
And they can get their career launched and started in pop.
First things first, I would say is know the business. Like that come right off top. We get so, as artists, we know what the latest fashion is in music. We know what everybody wearing, and we know to put that shit on. We know what the sound is. Sonically, we know when it shifts, but we don't know when the business shifts. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and we don't pay no attention to that. But that's the shit that generate the money. Looking good don't generate the money. The music sounding good don't even generate money. The business being right generate the money. So we need to learn our business. As much time as we put into that, take time to learn the business is first and foremost. Secondly, I would say you can't win today's game with yesterday's points. This shit I tell myself every day. You cannot win today's game with yesterday's points. That's cool you did that shit yesterday, last month. That's cool you was popping and your record, but what you doing right now? This is a what do you got for me today industry. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck that 6 months ago you had that record. You had a viral moment 2 weeks ago. They on to something new right now. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So stop focusing on, man, I used to do this. I used to be, you don't know who I am? I'm the woo nigga. No, you the nigga right now that ain't doing shit. That's who you are. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? So stop focusing on that. Like, and then lastly, shit, it get greater later. I'm prime example. I'm living proof of that. It took me to year 15 to have 6-figure years. You know what I'm saying? Like consistently, and this shit start to finally make sense, and I could say I'm an official international recording artist at that real level, media base, Billboard, 5-10 million streams type shit, records with legends and certain like accolades that matter at that level. Like it get greater later, so don't get discouraged in this shit because that shit don't make sense in year 1 or year 5. Don't mean it ain't gonna get there. Like just keep pushing, stay the course, and if it's your dream and shit, you gotta put that work in.
Sinatris, congratulations, bro. You were just given 2 awards this year. Recently. Salute to that.
Yeah. Salute. Yes, sir.
You won Lyricist of the Year for 312 Awards.
Yeah.
You won Lyricist of the Year for
Back at
the
the
Illy Awards.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations
Thank
to
you.
that.
Yeah, appreciate that. That was crazy. You know, back to back. We did that 312 awards. That was like our BET awards. That was like our Grammys.
Was it that though?
It was like that. Everybody looked good. Everybody had their shit on.
Together.
So Luch, the spokesman, Two Official, was behind it.
Salute, salute
yeah,
though.
yeah. And
Salute
then a lot of
to
other
official
people.
was Luke.
Yeah, Luch, the spokesman.
Luch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of other people was behind it, and they got like the city as far as radio. They got the who's who behind it, and it was one of them that it meant that to the city. Everybody was in there. They had that shit on. Man. Everybody was suited up.
I seen
Everybody stepped out. You know what I'm saying? We hopped out the limo in that bitch the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a big deal for the city, and we need something positive and productive like that we can highlight. We be complaining about like, you know, ain't nothing based out of here, and it ain't, you know, shit here for us as far as the culture goes. But then when shit like that come along, we don't support it. So I was happy that motherfuckers really got behind it like that, and I won.
You was a part of
Yeah,
it.
and I was able to be nominated in multiple categories and take one home. Same thing with the Illy Awards the next night. So yeah,
I gotta ask you two questions.
Yes, sir.
Number one, how does it feel to be connected to so many beautiful contributions of hip hop? Like Sean, like Cold Hard, like Twister, and people like that in the industry is the part one question.
Okay.
Part two question is, what does hip hop mean to you?
Got you. So I think the bigger question is the second question. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop mean everything to me. This rap shit and this hip hop thing. Happy 50, by the way. You know, but this shit mean everything to me. Like, it's a lifesaver. This shit helped change my life. Like, without this music, I'd be a different type of man. You know what I mean? And I probably wouldn't be at a scale doing what I do to the world, you know? So hip hop and rap means everything. It's the soundtrack of life. That's how I stamp music. It's the soundtrack to life. It's certain records that you can hear. And when that record come on, you could feel something. You can taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, it brings back a taste, a smell, a moment of like that's how powerful this music shit is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The part two question.
Music is everything.
How does it feel to be such a baby to everybody, and even to go to everybody, to the people that mean so much to hip hop, for you to be a part of their lives, and for them to share the knowledge and experience? And how does it feel, bro?
Man, I appreciate it for the icons to call me a legend and welcome me into certain circles and stamp me and appreciate me like they do. That shit mean a lot to me. Like, we don't do this shit for fun. Regardless of what nobody say, you want to be recognized for your talent and your skill set. You want people to look at you in that type of light. So to have the motherfuckers that come, you know, these are icons. I don't even call them legends no more. We the new legends. I'm legendary. Them niggas iconic what they've been able to do. So to talk to Cold Hard for 2 hours on the phone, you know what I'm saying? To have Cold Hard come embrace me and hug me, love me like he do. To shot the relationship I got with Shauna. To have Twister and Raw and these people really fuck with me like they do. AK do or die staff and support and love. Like, all of the, you know what I'm saying, the people who really did it and do it at that level, they you know, in a sense, passed the torch to me. Willingly. And that shit means everything. I ain't gonna lie. That means everything. I'm in a great position where I'm like, I'm older than the little niggas, but I'm still younger than the old niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a perfect space to where I'm respected by the OGs, but I'm not too far disconnected to where the little niggas don't fuck with me and respect, you know what I'm saying, my words and my presence as well too. You know what I mean? So I'm enjoying
What can the
this
people of pop radio and putting on people's radio and the fans and the consumers and the listeners expect soon from you? What you got going on?
For one, new music, you know, for new music for sure. And then I've been working on, you know, I got the bag together, so I'm about to do some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got a big feature lined up, and a lot of people, if they know me and really in tune with me, and the people that I got relationships with that's not from Chicago, then they know my New York big homie, and we got something coming, and I can just leave it as that. You know what I'm saying? But we got something, and just I want to keep doing shit that's different. I want to keep paying it forward, keep helping motherfuckers, keep providing information and platforms and helps, and keep pushing the narrative for it. I got a little. I'm finna do some shit that shows why I'm separated. Like
3 artists that motivate you in the gym, in the morning.
Yeah.
They get you going. Give me 3 artists that motivate you in your playlist.
Man, I got a lot of Stove God cooks on my shit real heavy. A lot of Stove God. Who else? I got a lot of Roddy. I listen to. I like Roddy. I like Fat Money too. If we talking crib, I like Ty.
Okay.
I like Ty.
I'm gonna give you 3
I
names.
listen to R&B though. I ain't gonna lie.
R&B.
Ty Already Kid, Susan Carroll, Blast. Like, yeah, I really Brent Fayez, them and that's. I be listening to that shit. Yeah.
Okay, 3 names I'm gonna give you, right?
Okay.
First sentence that comes to mind.
Okay.
You can pass if you want to pass.
We talking, man.
Yeah. Number 1.
Yeah.
Joe Buttons.
Cornball. Joe Budden's one of the greatest lyricists, bar for bar,
Oh,
to
yeah,
ever
when he
rap.
was-
Let's
when he
be
was doing
clear.
that bar
When
shit,
he was
yes.
active, bar for bar, Joe Budden's one of the greatest niggas to ever rap. You know what I'm saying? But man, that nigga blocked me and acted real goofy with me over my relationship with like Tahiri and Joel Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
yeah, it was a point in time that I had a real close personal relationship with, with Joel, and he invited me like Human Tour. When he was doing the Human Tour, Joel Ortiz and Illmind, the footage on my page. Human Tour right now when I go to Chicago, bar for bar, the only nigga I fuck with Sinatris. You know what I'm saying? Like I rock with Joel. Multiple cities together. Same thing with Tahiri. I didn't rock with Tahiri personally, shit, in LA and St. Louis and a few different cities, you know what I'm saying? They helped put some money in her pocket and everything. Like, we used to rock. We don't no more, but at the time, you know what I'm saying? And I guess he didn't like that. So, he
I think I gotta throw a curveball in
acted
here.
real weird.
I think I gotta throw a curveball in here.
Come on.
I'm gonna throw somebody from the crib.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never did that.
Okay, I'm good.
G Herbo.
G Herbo. I like G Herbo. I like growth. G Herbo is like an older, young nigga to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he got wisdom. He moved right. He to me, I don't know him personally, but to me he just seemed like he operated off them principles. Like he was raised by good big
He's
homies
pretty
and
good,
shit.
transparent.
Yeah, I like
And
his
he shares his
vulnerability.
relationship with his
He a
son.
daddy, yeah. You
Yes.
know, I'm a daddy first type nigga. So I
hope to
pride
get G
myself on
Herbo
that.
through this bitch.
Yeah, I like G Herbo a lot.
I got
man.
one more for you.
Yeah.
I got one more.
I like G Herbo.
I got
And he
one
can rap, let's be clear.
No, he got
When
this.
that nigga, he can make records and all that shit, but when he get in his bag and just want to rap, he one of the best rappers too from the city. I like Herbo.
I got one more for you.
Yeah.
Whack 100.
To me, I say a Goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't, everything that you might have did in the streets and all the shit that you might be connected to, that could be real, and that's cool. But right now, you operating in a media space and all of that, and in the media space you operating to, you just a Goofy to me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never seen niggas with so many principles and morale and standards and codes and shit run to the internet to do and say shit that they do and say. Like, the niggas that I know of that age, of that elk, they not cut like that, and they don't operate and move like that. So to me, by the standards of everything that he preset that he is, compared to the niggas that I know that's built like that, he a Goofy. And that ain't, I don't know him
You
personally.
know what Clubhouse reminds me of?
No.
No hate on whatever marketing tool works for you.
Yeah.
But when, everything has its negatives too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
So
As
Clubhouse
well.
reminds me of me being behind the wall in SEG somewhere, and you got 1,000 chuckhole gangsters that ain't never gonna see you,
And you
but they
talking
barking
real
at
crazy
you.
about it.
Right, so
Them
that's
niggas-
what Clubhouse reminds me
You
of.
can't get, yeah.
But
I can understand that. Like I said, it ain't, I don't know him personally, so it ain't like I'm personally saying he a Goofy. It's just
I just
the
like
way-
to get different outtake on the general population of what people think about some of these characters
Yeah.
who put on these different, hip hop You know, hats off. You know, that's all. Let everybody know what the fuck you got coming up, and where the fuck to get at you at, Sinatris.
New music, new ventures. I also, I do a lot of consulting. Like I said, behind the scenes, I connect a lot of dots. So I just said I'm gonna make it official and make it a consulting company. So I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, I did the business side. I'm working on like the literature and the marketing and shit. So I can put it out there and say, hey, look, this is what it is. Let's sit down and have these consultations, and there's different type of packages you can get, and this is what I offer them to them. You know what I'm saying? If they get a certain level package, they might end up on pop radio. You know what I'm saying? They might end up pop worldwide type of shit.
Well,
so that's what I'm doing.
It's been definitely a pleasure having you, bro.
Yeah, Sinatris though. Everything me, Sinatris.com, man. Sinatris.com is my official website.
What's poppin'? Sinatris is poppin' right now. You hear me?
Yeah.
Click, like, comment, support, share, all that great shit.
I had to get in my zone when everyone left me alone and they wouldn't pick up the phone. I did it all on my own. All on my own. I had to get in my zone. I did it all on my own. I couldn't wait for no help. I did this shit by myself. That's what you supposed to do, nigga. We grown. I kept it solid and stood on my own. Got it straight up out the mud. Ain't wait for them to show me love. Fuck, I look like waiting on me a plug. When I am the socket, bitch, I get it poppin'. Now look at me now.